Once upon a time, in a humble home nestled at the edge of a dense forest, lived two brave but impoverished children named Hansel and Gretel. Their father, a woodcutter, struggled to provide for his family, and their plight was becoming increasingly dire. On a cold, dark night, their stepmother, desperate and cruel, devised a wicked plan to abandon the children deep in the forest. She hoped to lessen the mouths to feed, unaware that this decision would lead to extraordinary events. Hansel and Gretel, though terrified, had no inkling of the trials that lay ahead. The following morning, under the guise of collecting wood, their father led Hansel and Gretel far into the forest. However, clever Hansel had taken care to scatter breadcrumbs behind them to mark their path home. Unfortunately, the forest's hungry birds devoured these precious crumbs, leaving the children lost amidst the towering trees. Anxiety rose with every step as the shadow of the tall trees loomed like walls around them. They felt alone, yet their spirits remained resolute, seeking an escape from this sinister maze. After wandering for hours, hungry and exhausted, the children stumbled upon a marvelous sight, a house made of gingerbread, candies, and sugar gleaming in the sunlight. Bedazzled by the sugary beauty of this home, they began to nibble on the walls, momentarily forgetting their sad fate. But suddenly, an old woman with a seemingly pleasant demeanor appeared at the doorway. She smiled warmly, but a shiver of unease ran down Gretel's spine. Little did they know they had fallen into the trap of an evil witch. The witch, crafty and cruel, imprisoned Hansel in a cage, forcing him to gorge so she could feast upon him later. Gretel was tasked with household chores, all the while being watched by the witch's piercing gaze. Despite the fear clutching at them, the children held on to hope. They exchanged whispers at night, plotting their escape. Every day, Gretel dreamed up ways to free her brother, vowing never to give up. Their ingenuity and determination were their only weapons against this adversity. One day, while the witch was preoccupied with readying the oven to roast Hansel, Gretel seized her chance. Taking advantage of a momentary lapse in attention, she pushed the witch into the roaring oven and slammed the door shut. The witch's screams echoed through the house, but for Hansel and Gretel, it was the sound of freedom. They freed themselves and, while exploring the house, uncovered a hidden treasure gleaming in the firelight. Jewels and gold coins shone in a chest, symbolizing their triumph over evil. With their treasure in hand, Hansel and Gretel made their way home. The once hostile forest seemed now to offer them a friendly path. Upon their return, their father, now alone, welcomed them with tears of joy. The children, enriched not only by their material wealth but also by their experience, had learned that survival and ingenuity could overcome even the darkest trials. They lived happily in their modest home, never wanting for anything again, united by the unbreakable bond of their adventure.